Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of December 8th through the 14th, 2025. Gemini, what's in store for you this week? You have the Three of Stones with creativity. Okay, I don't know why the phrase completion of a creative project just came through. You could have had some more time alone the previous week to the one we're reading about, or even like in the beginning of this week to complete some sort of project or even get started on a project. When the Three of Stones comes out, I also view this card as like being seen for your creative efforts. So whatever your creativity is, you could be seen, like people are complimenting it. Whether that's something like a YouTube channel, or let's just say you just built a brand new deck on your house and all the neighbors are saying, I love that. Oh my gosh, can you build me one? Like, do you do this professionally? Can I pay you to build me a deck? You know, you're being seen. Or even if you're just a fashionista, getting more into like clothing and appearance, it's like you're getting the compliments, you're being seen. So we love that visibility. We have the mirror coming out in reverse here. Okay, it may be time to look inwards. Also, but what I'm seeing here with this card coming out in reverse, you may be the mirror to a lot of other people. And you may be sick of that, you know? Like you get into these friendships, these relationships, and you see exactly how who you are, the way you love, can reflect something that needs healing within the other person, and also vice versa, you know. And I just want to say that's like every single relationship, you know. Everybody is in their own relationship with the world, and our light is a reflection of the things that they need healing or developing. I feel like we're all subconsciously and intuitively drawn into the exact people, environments, and circumstances that offer us the most soul growth and lessons, that can trigger us the most positively or negatively in order to help us grow. And so you're attracted to people and situations for that reason, and everybody who triggers you emotionally, whether positive or negative, that emotional trigger shows something that that person, place, or thing has that perhaps you need to see within yourself a little bit more. You know, everything around us is a reflection of things within ourselves, and in order to understand our external reality better, we really have to go inwards and like play in that dance of life, seeing how everything around us is trying to teach us something about, you know, within ourselves, trying to further lead us to that place of enlightenment and peace more consistently. Yeah, and then you're doing that for other people as well. We have the Knight of Arrows in reverse with the Hawk. This can be a little bit of a reckless, fast-moving energy, so I want to see what's going on there. Second row of cards out, we have Nine of Arrows in reverse with dedication. This came out for Sagittarius as well. We have the Two of Stones, challenge, upright. Yeah, sometimes people project their own insecurities onto you. It's not because you're worthy of being judged negatively, but it's more so, you know, like I said, everybody sees you the way that they see themselves. For example, if you're an artist and you write a song that's deeply emotionally impactful, that song is going to mean something different to everybody listening to it. Or if you write a poem, it's going to be perceived differently depending on who's hearing it or who's reading it. And that goes back to the theme of like our external reality is just a reflection of something that needs tending to within ourselves. And on that same note, if somebody has a problem with you, or they're like judging you harshly, starting drama, ask yourself, does this really have something to do with me and the way that I'm showing up in the connection and in the world, or is this more so a reflection of something going on within them, you know? And then we have the Queen of Bows in reverse with hair. Yeah. So we're getting fire energy. We're getting air energy when it comes to the people around you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius may be significant. Queen of Bows in reverse is, I'm picking up on like an older feminine energy. that may be projecting a bit onto you, like not really feeling fully supportive of what you're doing in life, or overly critical. And they're overly critical because their own inner voice is very critical towards themselves. You know, people, I feel like how you speak to yourself, your relationship with self, leaks out a lot. It influences how you treat other people. And there's something here about like just observe, you know, like relax, be peaceful and observe the people around you instead of trying to change them, instead of trying to force them to be something they're not. Simply observe how people show up and ask yourself, is this an energy and an influence that I want to be around? Do I want to contribute to? You know, life becomes so much more peaceful when you sort of release the need to change or heal others, and you simply have like the level of respect to just let other people be themselves with their full autonomy. You know, even your own children, you know, let them be who they are and respect their autonomy, meaning like, you know, because I see this in parents a lot, and the parent-child dynamic seems really strong here, Gemini. This could be between you and your own parents too, where it's like expecting, like the parent expecting the child to be a certain way, or the parent hoping that the child will be a certain way, and saying things that may seem judgmental, critical, or like overly guiding, and just not really, I don't know, respecting the autonomy there. So if that message resonates, the message here is to just understand that to be some sort of projection that you're either casting upon someone else or that's being casted upon you. But yeah, a lot of you guys are meant to be this sort of sacred mirror to a lot of people, and you can do that through your creative works, you know. A lot of you guys watching are meant to be successful or well-known when it comes to something creative that you do. And a part of this week may be honing in on that creative process, getting a lot done in that creative process, or even just being seen for the creativity that you've put out there that may have, you know, been hit or miss in the past, all right? Try not to lose yourself to frustration, especially if you're dealing with difficult people. And also try not to let your frustration towards difficult people cause you to like spaz out. You know, that's my piece of wisdom for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. And also, if like somebody's really getting under your skin and you're wanting to spaz out because they keep projecting on you, maybe that's when you can lean into your own creative process. You know, like, okay, my mother is stressing me out again. Let me make a song. Let me paint. Let me curate a beautiful outfit. Let me take some photos, whatever. Let me build a deck. So whatever your thing is, okay? Transmutation is what that's called. Thank you for joining me, Gemini. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. Thank you guys. Bye.